Thanks for staying with us. I think we can all remember our first driving experience and how our parents or whoever was teaching us cringed as we learned how to keep the car on the road. Joining me right now is David Cozart with the Kiwanis Club of Macon to talk about an annual event that helps both parents and students. So thank you so much for joining us in studio this morning. For people who aren't familiar with the rodeo, talk about that.
Yes. We offer a free one-day driver education event hosted by the Kiwanis Club of Macon. This event is designed for teenage students ages 15 to 19. They must have a learner's permit because they're actually going to be driving real cars. Our primary goal is to reduce the teen driving accident rate, and by doing this, we want to introduce them to the dangers that they might face when they get out on the busy highway.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing this event. I know in my time learning to drive, my parents were definitely very scared having me on the road. So I know something like this will definitely kind of loosen people up and also expose those teens to the true dangers of, what could happen if you don't take it seriously, or just, what to do when you're out there on the road. Just give us some of the more fine details. Is it free? Sure. How long have you guys been doing this? Give us some of those details.
This is an outdoor event, first of all. We've been offering this will be our 15th year that we've done so. It always takes place on the last Saturday in September. That gives us 2 months from the beginning of school, so we have time to advertise within the schools. It's held on the Martin Whitley Educational Complex parking lot on Riverside Drive, where Ingleside Drive intersects. You might better know that is right beside the Red Lobster restaurant. Participants are guided through the various stations by adult group leaders.
Go ahead and talk to us about some of the additional things that young people can gain if they attend this event.
Sure. Let's see. The students begin arriving at 8 o'clock, and they check in from 8 to 9. So at that time, we put them into a small group of about 10 students. Each group has a group leader. At exactly 9 o'clock, our event starts. We first simulate, and all of the kids are together, we simulate a car wreck. We have a wrecked car already in place. We've selected 2 of the students who are participating to be in the car. And the fire department actually MCs the event and tells the kids what's taking place. You probably know that when an accident occurs, the first thing, the fire truck arrives. Yeah. So we have fire trucks coming in. They get out their jaws of life and to extract the kids from the wrecked car. They're actually put on stretchers, and we have the ambulance come. And if the weather is good, weather permitting, we actually have the MEDVAC helicopter fly in from Perry and lands at our site. That's an exciting event that takes place. The kids are one is put in the MEDVAC helicopter, another in an ambulance. So what we're trying to do is let them see what's going to happen should they have a wreck, and hopefully make them safer drivers so that they'll realize, I don't want to go through this.
Right. Definitely. I think that'll be a very good show and tell kind of situation for them to see.
At exactly 9 o'clock, the simulation starts. We're on a very tight schedule. 9:30, we start with the group leaders taking the kids to the various stations. I wanted to mention to you the maneuverability stations. These are stations where they actually drive real cars. We have cones set out, and the kids are driving individually with a Bibb County Sheriff's deputy through the cones, maneuvering to just learn that maneuverability. Some of these kids have never driven before, so we have to be very careful. We also have the parallel parking event, so that's always a challenge for them. We have some of the events are simulation events. We simulate drunk driving.
Oh, wow.
The Sheriff's Department brings the goggles. When they put them on, the kids actually become dizzy. It's simulating drinking and driving. Of course, we can't put them in a real car, so we put them in a golf cart. We've got cones set up and they drive through the golf carts. We let them go through once without the goggles, then we put the goggles on and let them see how many cones they hit, and they can't control that. Hopefully, again, we're encouraging them to not drink and drive. Have another course called the distractive driving course. Again, we use golf carts. They drive through the course first, and then we let them try to text and drive. Again, they see how many cones they miss.
Right.
So one other thing that I wanted to mention, we have Bibb County Sheriff's Department does the consequences of poor choices. Yeah. They go through exactly what they would see if they were stopped and suspicious of drunk driving. The officers put them through exactly those steps so they see what could happen should they drink and drive.
Yeah, lots of information, really good. We're going to put some of that information on the screen so people are familiar with what we're talking about. This event is happening on September the 27th, the Teen Driving Rodeo Experience. It starts at 8 in the morning. It's going to go till 3 p.m., rain or shine. It's happening at the Martin Whitley Educational Complex. And for people who need to register, you can also register at that website that you're seeing on your screen, www.MaconTeenDrivingRodeo.com. Thanks for staying with us. In our 7 o'clock hour, we told you about the Kiwanis Club of Macon's upcoming Teen Driving Rodeo event happening Saturday, September 27th. Now, right now, we want to talk a little bit more about the Kiwanis Club's history as a volunteer organization here in Macon. Our guest right now is Hazel Burns-Struby, the president for the Kiwanis Club of Macon. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Let's start off by talking about how you guys fit supporting youth into the mission of the Kiwanis Club.
All right, we sponsor some events during the year just to raise money for the Teen Driving Rodeo, which you just heard about, and that's our biggest event of the year. Our motto is to support children, and we support them internationally. We have, in the past, they adopted a grammar school. It was Riley School. This was early on, and they would read to them every week, and they would did the playground equipment. They would help put it together and supervise to make sure it was being put together correctly.
Yeah, you mentioned that you guys are helping internationally, so let's just go back a little bit. Talk about some of the history of the club in terms of how old it is, both internationally and locally here.
All right. Kiwanis was started in 1915 in Detroit, Michigan, and in its first goal was business. And then in 1919, it changed over to children and community. And Macon started in 1920, so we've had the club that long, 105 years this year, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
And I've been studying the history of it a lot and have done some presentations to the club on it. It's real interesting. They had an Easter egg hunt. They started out doing that numerous years, and it would be 5,000 students at 17 different playgrounds of the schools in Macon, and they would provide everything and hide them. So that was a great thing for them. And just they wanted one-on-one opportunities, what we try to do when we can to help them, and we develop them into leaders. We empower them with that. We have the K Club, the Kiwanis Club, the Key Club, and the Builders Club. And so we start in elementary school with it. And we've got several of those in Macon.
Yeah. What are some of the other special activities that you may want to highlight? I know that this one is the biggest, but are there any others that you want to highlight?
Right. We do things year-round. We have a art and talent show for the seniors, and well, all different ages really, but mainly the 9th, 10th, and 11th graders in Macon and Bibb County. And it's wonderful. They win scholarships there, and if, say, the first place winner gets a scholarship to the college they're going to, we wait and send it to them to the college. It goes directly to the college when they start attending the college, and they have like 3 or 4 years, 2 years. I don't know what the date line is, for that. But that really helps them. And then if the top winners want to, they can compete at the state art and music. They don't have the talent on there, but the music. And the prizes are even greater there, so they can get, a lot of money to go to college if they participate. And we highly recommend that if you're musically inclined or if you have a talent, that you come and perform.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Go ahead and talk about how people can become a member.
All right, if you want to become a member, if you just email us at the Kiwanis Club of Macon .com, I believe is the email address. We're going to put it up at the end. And let us know that you're interested. I also put my phone number, it'll be up. You can call me. Anyway, if you email, I'll call you back and get you to come to a meeting with us and see what we're all about. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, we're going to put up that information like you said. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. That information is coming up for us right now. There it goes. If you would like, first, if you'd like to sponsor, this is or volunteer. Here's how you do that for the Teen Drive Rodeo. You can email maconkiwanis@gmail.com. And that is how you do that. You can also call to find out more about membership at 478-297-3202. Parents and students, again, they meet every Tuesday at noon at the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame over on Cherry Street. Again, there is that email for you. That number again, as you're looking at, 478-297-3202.